Welcome to the Unknown Updates, a monthly series that explores a diverse range of news, updates, topics, and releases across various areas of entertainment, fandoms, and hobbies. Since we're covering so many different topics, this series will focus on the aspects I care most about. After all, if I tried to cover everything, we'd be here for hours. The goal of this series is to keep you updated on various news and topics and hopefully introduce you to new fandoms, hobbies, different forms of entertainment, and communities you might not have encountered before. Since we'll be skipping some details and information on each topic I cover, I encourage you to do your own research to learn more about each topic we discuss. Remember, treat this as a gateway, not a one-stop shop. And time codes are found in the description below.
I'll be honest, this state of play wasn't really that impressive to me, but I will go ahead and touch on a couple of games I saw that interest me. But yeah, for the most part, just letting you know right now that this state of play, there's not really any game that really stood out or impressed me. But with that being said, the first game that came up that I want to go ahead and talk about, at least I looked at, was Soros, which is seen play on the screen right now. And I don't know if anybody remembers this game, because back in the day, this game had a lot of hype, but didn't really do well. But the game this reminds me of is Too Human. That's what I get from this game, is Too Human. That's what this game reminds me of. So, I mean, it's a cool game. I think I talked about it in one of the last Unknown updates, but yeah, this game looked all right to me. But again, I'm not really excited for this one. I would try it out. It doesn't look like it's going to be a bad game, but it's not really that impressive. But I do want to come out and talk about this game for really one particular reason, and that is a third-person shooter, and I really do love third-person shooters. I'm not really a first-person kind of guy, so anytime I see a third-person shooter, I definitely want to hype it up because I want to see more games in this view. I should say more shooting games in this view. So, yeah, will I pick this up? I don't know if I will pick this up at launch, but most likely if it goes on sale, I probably would. But other than that, this game is kind of like, yeah. Oh shoot! They brought Flight Simulator to the PS5. That's crazy. I remember back in the day, my uncle used to play this all the time. And when I used to play this, I used to just always crash the planes because I was never good at this game. But that's crazy. I didn't even realize that Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming to the PS5. That is pretty crazy. Now, as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of first-person shooters, but when it's a big enough franchise, I have to at least touch on it. And as you're seeing on screen, what is coming out is Battlefield, which I want to be honest, it looks great. I mean, it does look great, but at the same time, are there really any changes or any advancements? To me, looking at it, who's only played Battlefield a couple of times in his life, it looks the same, just with way better graphics. But I know it's a big franchise, so I want to make sure to bring it up and at least touch on it, even if it's something that I'm not really interested in. Alright, so this looks like another Death by Daylight game, although the one thing that looks interesting, that it looks like the map's going to be bigger. So, I mean, again, I played games like this. I enjoy them. They're actually pretty fun. I tend to play the killer. I've only once played the civilian, but I have a lot more fun being the killer. But with that being said, yeah, I mean, I would probably try it out. I mean, definitely. But again, it just looks like another Death by Daylight. So, if they were to massively improve the graphics and they really show different alternative gameplays, then I probably would be a lot more interested. But to me, there's already games like this, so it's just another one that's going to be added to the list. I'm just going to be honest. The first thing I said when I looked at this game is that the graphics are amazing. Now, I'm not the biggest Seven Deadly Sins fan. I don't hate it, but it's okay. It's not something that was like really groundbreaking to me, but this game looks amazing, and I think I want to try it out just for the graphics, because this game actually looks really good. Now, gameplay wise, I'm not sure, but what I'm seeing here, this looks amazing, and I probably will have to try it out. I haven't touched a Dynasty Warrior game in years. I think the last one I actually played, I think it was Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. But yeah, I remember the first time I played this game was at my cousin's house, and I loved it back in the day. But then it started kind of getting repetitive, and I haven't played it in years. But it's still a game that if I saw it on sale, I definitely would pick one up, because I definitely do like the Dynasty Warriors games, even though it's been a while, but I do enjoy these kind of games. So yeah, I just wanted to point out that they're doing a remake on Dynasty Warriors 3. So, because I do have good memories of this franchise. And not gonna lie, looking at that bandana, it looks like they're going to do a crossover with Street Fighter. Maybe, I don't know. Now, if you've been on this channel long enough, you know how I feel about Bandai Namco games. Now, Bandai Namco definitely has their hits, their amazing games, their defining games, their AAA games that we all know that they're going to be great. But particularly when it comes to the Bandai side of things, I've said it best. Bandai Namco are the kings of mediocrity. And that's how I feel about this game. This game does not scream to me that this is going to be a world-defining game that everybody must play. But in my view, this game looks like it will be a good game. I'm definitely interested in picking it up and trying it out if I can. I'll be honest with you. What sold me on this game was the cutscenes. So this game does look interesting. It looks like it's going to have an interesting story. So I definitely can see myself picking this game up. Absolutely, because it does look good. I mean, to me, it looks good. Again, I don't think that this game is going to, bring in a new amazing factor of games, or it's going to be the most hyped game out there, but I definitely believe that this game is going to be solid. And honestly, if I wasn't interested in this game, I wouldn't talk about it. And the last thing I want to say, and always remember, mediocrity does not mean bad. It just means it will probably be no less than a solid game, and I think this game is going to be solid. Final Fantasy Tactics. Now, I did play the one for the PlayStation, and like once, I did play the one for the Game Boy Advance because my friend let me borrow it. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about this game. I think I'm more into these games now that I'm older than when they first came out. But yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics, a legendary game, one that you might want to look out for if you're into this series. I'm not gonna lie, and maybe I'm just getting up there where a lot of games don't impress me anymore, and that's kind of a sad thing to say. But if this was brought out around when Dragon Age Origin 2 was released, I would have been hyped. This would have been number one on my list. Now I'm like, I need to see more from it. It doesn't look bad. It looks like the kind of game I probably would play, but I need a little bit more information than this trailer before I'm willing to pick it up. So it looks cool. It reminds me of Dragon Age Origins, or I should say a better version of it, but I don't know. I need more detail on it. So this one is kind of like, it looks really good, but I'm also unsure about it, especially with the battle system. So yeah, I gotta see more about this game before I'm in the must-buy camp. And the last game that was announced at this state of play was Wolverine, which actually I'm pretty excited about this one because Wolverine is one of my favorite characters of all time. I do want to learn more about this one, see what it's about. I mean, it is brutal, and I do like that part, and it is gory. I do like that part too. I will be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the voice. That's the one that I'm kind of like iffy on. But the costume is there. So yeah, I'm kind of interested in this one. So again, I want to learn more about it before I'm buying this one, but I see a lot of good things so far. So again, we'll see what happens, but yeah, this is one. But again, the thing that kind of gives me hesitancy is Avengers, because I haven't played Spider-Man 2 and I've heard mixed things about that one. But I do know Avengers, I did play some of that and I wasn't that impressed. So again, I want to learn more first, but I am excited to see Wolverine out here bloody and brutal like he should be. But again, I need more details before I commit. So this is all I want to talk about from the state of play. Just remember, I did skip a lot of games, so make sure to check out the stream yourself to see all the new games that are coming out. And let's go ahead and look at the games that are coming up next month for the month of October. So before I end this section, I wanted to go ahead and go down the list of games that are coming out in October. Now, I'm only going to showcase the games that I'm interested in, but I will mention some of the bigger titles. Starting with Ghost of Yote, which is coming out October 2nd. Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2, which is coming out October 2nd. Digimon Story Time Stranger is coming out October 3rd. Borderlands 4 is coming out October 3rd. Battlefield 6, which I know a lot of y'all are interested in, is coming out October 10th. Pokemon Legends Z and A is coming out October 16th. Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out October 21st. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is coming out October 21st. Persona 3 Reloaded coming out October 23rd. The Outer Worlds 2 coming out October 29th. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 is coming out October 30th. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection coming out October 30th. And Tales of Zilla Remaster coming out October 31st. So if you're interested in any of these games, make sure to go ahead and check them out yourselves. If you're looking on screen, what we're looking at is every anime that's coming out for the fall season. Fall of 2025, depending on when you're watching this. And what I like to do, especially at the beginning of new season, is I want to go over a lot of the notable animes that I think I'm going to be interested in this season. But first, while I'm scrolling through the fall season, I want to go ahead and talk about some of the notable shows that I watched this season. Now, like every season, there's shows that I watch and there's shows that I drop. And the first one I want to talk about is The Water Magician. And be aware, I'm not going to go through full detail as I talk about these, but with this one, it was okay. I mean, it was all right. It's basically just an isekai of an overpowered character. Truthfully, I wouldn't mind the second season, but it's not really, it's just a okay watch. Dealing with the Mikado sisters is a breeze. Now this one I only watched because I read, and I'm actually way further than the anime, but it's actually it's a good series. It's definitely fun. I could see this getting a couple of seasons. New Saga. I love that fantasy anime is coming back. Now, does this one stand out? Not really, but did I do it? Like, this was an okay series. It was cool, but are there better ones? Yes. If this was to come back with the second season, would I watch it? Yes. Is it the best series I've watched? Not really. It's kind of mediocre, but it's all right. Like, it's more good than it is bad. Watanari Kun's is about to collapse. Now, I only watched this one because I read it years ago, and I wound up dropping it, not because I didn't enjoy the story. It's just more there was better stories that came out. I definitely see people really liking this one. It was okay to me. It's not really my speed, but it was an alright read. The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses. This series was just fun. Definitely a comedy series. Pretty funny. Basically, it's about a hero who teams up with 3 women and they're all out to assassinate them. So yeah, it's definitely a pretty good series. I enjoyed it. Again, not the greatest series out there, but if you wanna watch a series that's enjoyable, that's something that you can watch from time to time that I think you will just enjoy, this is one I would recommend you pick up. And the last series I want to talk about, which I think it falls under the category of I may be pronouncing this wrong, but what's it? Manhwa, I think it's pronounced. But that is To Be Hero X. This series is a really good series. If you like superhero shows with a twist, check this one out. This one is really good. I don't know why it's so good, but this is a really good series that I recommend everybody check out. This was my series for the season. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and check out some of the interesting animes that I'm looking to check out for this season. First series I want to bring up that I'm thinking about checking out, but I need to finish the last season, is One Punch Man Season 3. And if you haven't watched this, Season 1 was amazing. Season 2, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't completed it because the animation quality definitely took a hit, and I'm kind of nervous for this season. You follow a superhero named Saitama who basically can beat enemies with basically one punch. If you haven't watched it, put it like this. Season 1 was amazing, and after watching Season 1, and I even reading it, I love this series, but I will admit Season 2 definitely had a hit, and Season 3 definitely has me nervous. But I do recommend you check it out. My Hero Academia, final season. So finally, this series is about to end. Now I'm very behind with this series. And I'm not gonna lie, I went on the Wikipedia and kind of cheated. And if you want to know what this series is, it's basically about a bunch of high schoolers that are going to school to become superheroes in the future. My bad, I want to include this with the summary. And you follow this one kid named Deku who doesn't have any powers and was able to gain the powers of his favorite superhero, and now is going through this school learning how to utilize his powers. It definitely has its issues, but overall it's one of the best series out there. It's finally ending, so I recommend you check it out. I'm very behind, but this is a legendary series, so I want to make sure to point out so y'all can check it out. This one right here, My Gift level 9,999 Unlimited Gacha. This is a really good one. I actually been reading it. I'm a couple of chapters behind, but I've been enjoying this series. And basically, okay, hold on. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna read the summary because I don't want to spoil it, because by saying that I may spoil it. So let me just read the summary. A boy named Light is part of a party and winds up getting betrayed, and he has this gift and a special ability called Unlimited Gacha. So after he's betrayed and left in this abyss, he basically finds out the importance of the Unlimited Gacha. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but it is a pretty good series. I'll just say this much. It's a revenge tale in a way, but I do recommend you check it out because it's actually pretty good. Let This Grieving Soul Retire Part 2. I absolutely enjoyed this series. I've watched the first season. This was actually pretty good. I like the concept, and I do want to see the world build a lot more. And basically it's about a guy who runs a guild and tries to leave, but every time he leaves, they keep trying to pull him back in. Now there's another series that it's like this one that I kind of enjoy a little bit more, but I do like this series. It's actually pretty fun. It's a fun watch. I like it. I enjoy it, and I'm happy that it's coming back for this season. A gatherer's adventure in Isekai. So this one I have no idea about. So an ordinary salaryman who reincarnates in another world, a world of swords and magic called the Mathis, and starts a new Isekai life with lots of new skills. Takaru must make the most of his enhanced physical strength, unbelievable magic power, and the search ability that allows him to find items of worth as his great Isekai journey begins. So yeah, I mean, I brought this one up because I'm gonna try it out. The only thing is, after looking at this trailer, I'm kind of iffy if I'm going to stick with it, but I always have one anime that I like to try every season, and this is the one I decided I'm going to try. I am very happy about this one, even though it comes out at the end of October, but Iron-Blooded Orphans is back with another movie. And so from my understanding, it comes from a mobile game that got shut down, but it had a lot of footage. So what they're doing is that they're bringing that footage over and adding more scenes to it. I love Iron-Blooded Orphans. I'm happy to go back to this universe. So yeah, I'm definitely going to check out this movie. I'm ecstatic. This one I'm only mentioning because I know how popular of a series this was. I have not watched it, but I need to. But it is Chainsaw Man, the movie, the Reeds arc. So I haven't watched Chainsaw Man. I don't really know too much about it, but I do want to mention that because I know it's a popular series. Okay, so I had one more, but I decided to drop it because no, I'm not even gonna bother talking about that one. So anyways, that's all the ones I want to touch on for this season. So yeah, this is a new anime season. Just letting you know it's starting up. And if you see something interesting that I talked about, go ahead and check it out. I may need to do another Mobile Madness soon, but I want to try to do this a different way because this episode's already getting longer than what I wanted. So I just want to go ahead and go down some of the gacha games I'm playing and some of the events that are going on with them right now. Starting with Etheria Restart, they have a welcome back event where you can get a free extra affinity summon and a free SSR summon. Actually, it's kind of funny because as I'm recording this video, I actually just did my pull right now and I actually got the character that I wanted that's currently the banner character. So, well, I should say one of the banner characters. So it's kind of funny. It was pretty much worth it. So yeah, make sure to check that out. SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. That's a lot to say. They're actually having their half anniversary event. And if you do majority of the tasks for the event, you can get yourself a free 46 summons with 2 of those guaranteed to be 2 SSRs. I already did mine. Pretty disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. But they also have the new banner out, which is featuring the Unicorn Gundam, Burning Gundam or Guide Gundam, depending on your region, and F91. And from my research, excluding if it's your favorite, only 2 of the 3 units are actually worth it in that banner. So I actually do recommend you summon on that banner. I know I'm gonna butcher this name, but currently Epic 7 has a new Freerun collaboration if you want to check it out. Actually, I highly recommend if you're into Epic 7 to summon on these banners. Actually, anytime moving forward there's a collaboration, make sure to summon. Because if you don't, there's a high chance you may never see these collaboration units again. Maybe once more, but there's a couple of collaborations I would like to see come back and they haven't came back in a couple of years now. So make sure, always on collaboration banners in Epic 7, always summon. As the releasing of this video, Silver and Blood should be having their new banner out and their last banner is about to leave. So if you want the last character from the last banner, when this video comes out, this is your last day to summon on him on his rated banner. So make sure if you want a copy to summon. actually, this character you can also get for free if you do all the tasks, which I'm actually going to spend all day trying to get done, because after this, his radar banner and his ability to get 1 copy free is pretty much gone. I also started a new game this month called Anchor Panic, which I've actually been enjoying, but the stamina system in this game is trash. It's been so hard to play this game because of the stamina issues that I don't even spend that much time in this game. But when I have been able to play it, it's actually been pretty fun. Now, again, other people may feel differently, but I actually do enjoy the game. But if they don't get that stamina system somehow fixed soon, I'm probably going to drop it. And the last game that I want to talk about, which is my most anticipated game that I want to talk about, is Chaos Zero Nightmare, or ZZN. And I've been waiting for this game for a long time. I was lucky enough to actually be part of the playtest, so I was able to get in and actually play it. I may do a longer video in my Mobile Madness series, I gotta see, because I haven't done one of those in a while. And I think, I gotta look it up, I think this game actually comes out in October, which makes sense. But just to tell you my short view on it, first I gotta say this, I didn't get much time with the playtest. I didn't get a lot of time to go as far as I wanted to because I got busy, so I was only able to play it really only 2 days. And I was mad because I thought you'll be able to play it throughout the entire weekend. And I was planning on all day that Sunday just spending time and actually playing through the game. But that Sunday they wound up shutting down the playtest, so I didn't get as much time with the game as I wanted. But this is what I can tell you. I am usually not the biggest fan of chibi games. Like, it has to be incredible for me to actually play games like that. And I will admit, ZZN did it perfectly. I love the animation. The story is pretty good. I'm hoping that they don't go too light with the story. I hope there's some dark themes and dark tones with it too. I hope they mix it in. Because I feel like once I started getting into the story, it kind of got a little lighthearted once you get past the first, basically like the intro. So I hope that they do have some lighthearted moments, but I hope they also keep the darkness and the dread of this game too. The mental break system was a little disappointing. I was expecting a lot more with that. Also, the summoning system, I'm not the biggest fan of it. The one thing I do know though, and I recommend y'all do when you start this game, is to reroll. You have to reroll because the summoning system is really not that good. After playing the game, I know I have my 2 targets now, my 2 SSRs and my 1 SR, which I'm sure you see in the gameplay playing on the screen. But overall, I did enjoy the game. I mean, I have fun, I see the potential. Being a card battling system, I was kind of shaky on it, but no, I actually have fun through the playtest. So if I have time, I'm gonna make sure to do a longer video with the Mobile Madness to kind of give you more of my thoughts. But at the end of the day, ZZN, I'm definitely going to be playing it day one. Heck, I may even try to stream it day one. So we'll see what happens. So that's all the gotcha news I have for you this month. And with that being said, let's go ahead and check out the next section. Here we are, another month of events that we're gonna run down. Of course, we start with my California bias. And this month is Halloween. So let's see what's going on in the month of October. Last thing I wanna say is everything that I read off is subject to change. So let's go ahead and check out the first event. All right, the first event, and sorry, I'm probably gonna butcher it, but let's try it. The Kimoichi Con, the Komichi 3 Con, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's at the Ramada, South El Monte, October 4th, 3rd and 4th, sorry about that, getting tongue-tied. So let's go ahead and check out the tickets. Oh, Kimochi Con 2025, that's better. So again, 3rd and 4th, and here's the prices. We have Scream Diego. It is right here, the Handry Hotel in Mission Valley, San Diego. There it is. And here are the tickets prices. Early bird 15, general admission 20. You can check it out for yourself. It's on screen right here. Here's VIP. So yeah, check it out. Next one is what's called SomaCon, October 4th and 5th. The Soma County Fairgrounds. So let's go ahead and check out the tickets. All right, here's all the prices if you want to check it out. And there's the map, Santa Rosa. Boom. Son of Monsterpalooza, October 10th through the 12th. And it's at the Marriott Burbank Convention Center. There's the address right here. Let's go ahead and check out the tickets. All right. Here's the prices. And be aware, this is the early bird price. As you see, it increases. So make sure to pay attention to that if you want to check out one of these events. GameCon. The shops at Palm Desert, October 11th through the 12th. All right, let's check out the tickets. Here's the address right here. And here's the map. There you go. Let me go slow. Next one is called Cappy or Cappy X. There you go. And for the last event, we're looking at Imperial Valley Entertainment Convention. And here's the location on screen right here. There's the address. Now let's go ahead and check out the tickets. There you go. That's the price right there. So just I'll check out the quality, but there you go. But all right, let's go ahead and check out the next couple of states. The way this works, I choose 3 states this month, and I'll tell you what's going on there for the month of October. And unlike before, I'm just going to do it all at once, then I'll go through all the events. So let's go ahead and check out the first state. All right, next state. I'm just gonna highlight the address. Is the Champion Valley Exposition in Burlington, Vermont. There you go. Let's check out the tickets. Oh, Maine. Okay. Sorry about that. Portland, Maine. This is supposed to be in Maine. Okay, yeah, that's why I got confused. I don't know why I got confused with Portland. All right, here it is. I found it. I got the wrong address, but here it is. Brick Universe. Here it is at James A. Banks Senior Portland Exposition Building. There's the address, and it's in Portland, Maine. I was very confused. I didn't realize it was a Portland, Maine. But there you go, Portland, Maine. If you want to check it out, Brick Universe, check it out. And here's the prices again. So I wanted to go ahead and chime in here at this breakage point to clear up some of the confusion, since this is the only event that I could find in Maine. But for some reason, the address on the main page and the address on the ticket page seem to be different. That might have been my error. I don't know how that happened. But the event should be in Portland, Maine, which I didn't know there was a Portland, Maine. So I just want to quickly apologize for the confusion. But if you have any issues, I recommend you look up the event yourself to get the proper information. So make sure to look it up to figure out what interests you. Alright, the next one is the Vermont Anime and Gaming Expo. Here it is. Hotel Champlain, Burlington. You know what? Forget it. Look on the screen yourself. I cannot pronounce that. So there you go. Here's the map. And here's the ticket prices. Next one is the Rail City Fan Fest, October 11th and 12th. Saturday and Sunday at the Collins Pursley Sports and Fitness Center out there in Vermont. There you go. There's an address right here. There's a map. Let's go ahead and check out the tickets. Boom. There you go. Weird Carnage, Vermont's tabletop and game convention at the Killington Grand Resort in Killington, Vermont, October 24th through the 26th. And here's the pricing if you want to check it out. Oh, here's some free badges. Check it out. So I'm not gonna read this off for you. It's on the screen. So yeah. Next one, the Burlington Anime Fest. It's at the Doubletree Hotel, October 25th. Here's the pricing right here on the screen. Now we're in Illinois. Chicago Collecticon is at the Donald E. Stevenson's Convention Center, October 11th and 12th. All right, here's the ticket prices, just in case you're interested. Hollow Fest, October 11th through the 12th. All right, here it is. Here's the address, right here. And here's the tickets. Next one, which I want to go to this one if it ever shows up in LA, October 24th through the 26th. TFCon, Chicago, which again, I hope to go here one day if it ever comes to LA. The Crown Plaza Chicago O'Hara Hotel and Conference Center. That's the location. And here are the ticket prices. Maybe I won't be going for those prices. Last is Anime Aikicon in the Embassy Suites right here in Illinois. If you want to check it out, here's the address right there so you can see it. And here's the tickets. Boom. So that's all the events for October. You should go ahead and check one out. And once again, I want to remind you, everything listed here is subject to change. Question: do you love the Gundam shorts that I create on this channel? Do you love my monthly live builds? Because I love producing that content. But if you're looking on screen, what you see there is my display case, and I'm severely running out of room. And here's the thing, once I'm out of room, I will no longer be able to create Gundam shorts on this channel. But there is a chance to save them, and I thought I'd go ahead and give us a goal. If you're looking on screen, these are the typical views that I get on my Gundam shorts. And looking at the smallest number, if we can convert these 877 viewers into subscribers, we could possibly save Gundam shorts on this channel. So, if you love my Gundam shorts and you love my Gundam monthly live streams, then do me a favor, hit that subscribe button so we could save the Gundam shorts on this channel.